about to flip lesson 53 for the 6th grade. Today we're going to start by looking at a quick review of all the different processes that we go through when it comes to dealing with decimals. That we've covered addition, subtraction, also multiplication and division. So first of all, we look at the addition and subtraction process. And we see first thing we need to do when it comes to adding and subtracting decimals is to line up the decimal. Okay, this picture is showing right here. And decimal goes straight down, stays in line, and we add or subtract. So if I have 2.5 plus 1.2, my decimals are in line, we're going to very quickly line everything up and very quickly solve that problem, right? Same is true for subtraction, same process, other than the fact that you're going to subtract. Alright, multiplication. Yeah, multiplication, when we multiply decimals, we're going to ignore the decimal to start, and then we're going to come back and add the decimal back in. Okay? So you're seeing the picture there and that process right there. So for a quick example there, we can say 0.5, 0.6. Right? Ignore the decimals, that's going to be 6 times 5, which is 30. Okay? Now I come back, count my decimal places, 1, 2, 1, 2, for the final answer of 0.2. And finally, we have division, right? Should just say move, forget about that R there, right? And copy this table down. Move the decimal out of the divisor, move the decimal same amount in dividend, and then the decimal goes straight up. Divide. All right, see the picture there? And so if we had a problem like this, 0.5 going into, let's see, 3. Simple, right? Decimal, we want to get rid of it in the divisor, so we can move it over here, okay, which creates a whole number of 5. Okay, and then on the decimal here, also needs to go over 1. Add in a 0 in this case, and it ends up being 5 going to 30 to get through fast. So we have those general ideas. All right. With all of them, we have these other two specifications. Place the decimal point to the right of a whole number. That's what you just saw right here. Had to add the decimal because we didn't see it. And we also saw number 2 is as we worked with this, right, as I moved the decimal, I had to fill in the empty space with a 0. So that's one way that these rules apply. So that's a quick review of those two processes, what we definitely want to have down and understand as we work through them. The other idea is also pretty much a review concept, but it's a concept we really want to make sure we understand because we're going to start moving into some more advanced stuff when it comes to fractions in the next few weeks. So, as we add this together, we're adding these fractions. Numerator plus numerator is going to give me a 12. Right? The denominator stays the same, so that's 12 over 8. As I start to reduce this, 8 goes into 12 one time. It gives me a mixed number of this, but that's still not reduced enough, right? Because that 4/8 can be reduced to a 1/2. So the final answer is right here looking at. So not really a hard concept, just a review concept. That's what our lesson is about. So here's your sample problem. A quick review on reducing fractions. Make sure you have that table written down. It's going to be an important part of your lesson for lesson 53. And that is our look at decimals, our review of decimals, and our review of reducing fractions.